You need to understand this. We did not think we owned the land. The land was part of us. We didn't even know about owning the land. It is like talking about owning your grandmother. You can't own your grandmother. She just is your grandmother. Why would you talk about owning her? So when the first of your people came, they just wanted to go through. They were strange to us. They wore strange clothes. They smelled different. But they had many powers we had never seen. They were part of the Creator's plan, we thought. It was not our place to deny them because it was not our right to control them. We were just living our lives. They promised they would not do any damage. They were kind of like a new warrior with guns and different weapons. They were strange because they were always searching. We thought they would just come and go. We let them come among us and we fed them and helped them. They were like raindrops that fell out of the sky and then stopped and were gone. But soon other strangers came. This time they were like a stream. They came with horses and wagons. They went on paths through our lands. Still, it did not bother us except that it scared the animals, and these people did not know what was sacred, but we know they had to eat, so we did not mind when they shot the buffalo. I have heard that it was the same for other tribes with other animals. They tried to help these people. They were worried that the animals for the hunt would be scared away, but these people brought guns, and that made hunting easier for us, so we did not mind. But then these strangers shot animals just to kill them. They left them lying in gullies. They made paths through the lands that were heavier than our paths. These people became like a river through the land. We had never seen the kind of things they did. For us, the earth was alive. To move a stone was to change her. To kill an animal was to take from her. There had to be respect. We saw no respect from these people. They chopped down trees and left animals lying where they were shot. They made loud noises. They seemed like wild people. They were heavy on the land and they were loud. We could hear their wagon wheels groaning in the next valley. We tried to stay out of their way, but they made us angry. They made hunting hard for us. They took food from our children's mouths. We did not want them around. Still, they were on small paths and we were free. We tried to leave them alone, except for the young men who were most angry. And we did want their rifles. Then something strange happened. These new people started asking us for the land. We did not know what to say. How could they ask for the land? They wanted to give us money for the land. They would give us money for the land if their people could live on it. Our people didn't want this. There was something wrong to the Creator in taking money for the land. There was something wrong to our grandparents and our ancestors to take money for the land. Then something happened that we didn't understand. The people who came said that we didn't belong here anymore. That there was a chief in Washington, which was a city far away, and the land was his, and he had said that they could live here and we could not. We thought they were insane. The elders said to be careful because these people were dangerous. Most of us just laughed. At least this is what the elders told me when I was young. These people would ride across the land and put up a flag and say that everything between where they started and where they put the flag up belonged to them. That was like someone rowing a boat out into a lake and saying that all the water from where he started to where he turned around belonged to him, or someone shooting an arrow into the sky and saying that all the sky up to where the arrow went belonged to him. This is very important for you to understand. We thought these people were crazy. We thought we must not understand them right. What they said made no sense. And here is what was really happening. They were talking about property. We were talking about the land. Do you see what I mean? Your people came from Europe because they wanted property for their own. That was what they needed to farm and raise the food to live. They had worked for other people who had claimed all the property and took all the things they raised. They never had anything because they had no property. That was what they wanted more than anything. That is what was behind the whole idea of America as a new country across the ocean. To get property of their own. I don't know. Maybe long, long ago, Europe was just land too, like this land was for us. But that was so long ago that no one remembered. It had all been turned into property. If people didn't have property, they didn't have very much control over their lives, because everyone believed that whoever had a piece of paper saying they owned the land could control everything that happened on it. The people that came across the ocean believed this too. They came here to get their own property. We didn't know this. We didn't even know what it meant. We just belonged to the land. They wanted to own it. And here is something that I think is important. Your religion didn't come from the land. It could be carried around with you. You couldn't understand what it meant to us to have our religion in the land. Your religion was in a cup and a piece of bread and that could be carried in a box. Your priest could make it sacred anywhere. You couldn't understand that what was sacred for us was where we were, because that is where the sacred things had happened and where the spirits talked to us. Your people did not know about the land being sacred. We did not know about the land being property. We could not talk to each other because we did not understand each other. But pretty soon your people were like a stream or even a great river. They were like a great ocean. This ocean washed us back upon each other. It washed us off our land. Some of us wanted to fight. Some of us wanted to run away. There were old chiefs who said we should make the best deals we could so we could keep our most sacred lands for ourselves. There were even Indians who saw all the things white people had and thought we should give up our way because the Creator wanted us to try this new way. We did not know what to do. You were everywhere. You were killing all the animals. The buffalo were gone. The birds were gone. You put 2 rails across the country that the buffalo would not cross. Then you rode by on your trains and shot the buffalo as you passed. You left them to rot in the sun. You would not let us hunt. You gave us blankets and whiskey that made our people crazy. We were put in little pens of land that were like tiny islands in your sea. The worst thing is that you never even listened to us. You came into our land and took it away and didn't even listen to us.